We are such a blessed congregation. Such a blessed congregation. The world is hungering for Christ, and we have that answer. And we have the means to be able to proclaim his name on a venue that most churches don't have. Don't take that for granted. And I want to encourage you, if you're not familiar with what really RU is, come this Friday night. Come check it out. You'll be given one of our Overcomer booklets. It'll start you through just some of the basics of what RU is. And then stick around. You never know what type of an encounter that you're going to have. This world is struggling with addicts. And you say, I may not know anybody that struggles with addictions. I have no idea to help them. You yourself could participate through the RU curriculum and learn how to then help somebody that's struggling. So those encounters, they're not chance, they're divine encounters. Amen. But by coming on a Friday night, then you may have a means to say, hey, come with me. I've learned so much on how to help, and I know that this can help you. And then the other platform that we have is our RU Homes. At Northwood Baptist Church, it's my privilege to introduce to you our 2018 March graduating class, and I'm excited to hear the two testimonies. So, Serena, why don't you come get us started?
Hello, Northlove. My name is Serena Neft. I'm 34 years old and from Douglas, Wyoming. I've been battling with my addiction to methamphetamine and prescription pain pills for 16 years. I came to Rockford broken and not fully ready to change. Isaiah 42:7, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. A detective that had arrested me several times in the past, that also said how I wouldn't amount to anything, pulled me from a hotel room telling me I was worth so much more than what I was doing to myself. He then introduced me to RU and Pastor Jeremy. At first, I was using RU as my get-out-of-jail-free card. As I sat waiting, the Lord kept throwing things in the way of me coming, making me wait until I was a little more ready to come. Since coming to Rockford, the Lord has blessed me in so many ways. This journey has not been easy for me. From a pimple and pastrami meltdown to doing everything in my own power, prideful and very hurtful towards others, the Lord has seen fit to break me in so many different ways. God has turned me, a broken vessel, into a beautiful vase. He has changed my thoughts and actions. Since being at Ruth, he has restored many family relationships. He has pushed me out of my comfort zone until I became comfortable. And he has shown me that no matter what I've done, I'm worth it all, and I'm lovable. Principle number 9, when you give into temptation, your consequences are inevitable and calculable and up to God. I'm returning home. I still have consequences of my sinful habits to face. But this time, I'm going into the courtroom with the Lord on my side, a better person than I was 7 months ago. I'm hoping on completion of my court process, I'm able to help in the RU jail ministry to help others like me. I want to thank Ben and Penny for all the time you spent helping me to find RU, Pastor Jeremy for all the visits and wise counsel, Pastor Kingsbury and Miss Kingsbury for all the love you showered us ladies with, Steve Currington for starting RU and his love for the addicted, Miss Hannah for all your truth. God has used you to mold me into a better person. Miss Lisa, all the tears and breakdowns in the kitchen, you were there to keep pushing me forward. You're a true inspiration. All my sisters at Ruth in leadership, you all have made a huge mark on my heart, and thank you, Northlove, for opening your doors and hearts to the lost and broken. Your Christ-like love will always be with me.
Amen.
My name is Fred Moore, and I want to read Psalms 41 through 3. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me, and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my going. He hath put a new song in my mouth, even raised into our God. Many shall see it, and fear, and trust in the Lord. This is a story of a bitter root, no different than any other bitter root. I came here an angry man, thinking I had taken care of my bitter root a long time ago. As I listened to preaching daily, Bible reading, studying the Word and praying, asking God to show me why I was so angry. I found that He'd been trying to tell me for a long time. It wasn't the bitter root that I thought I had already taken care of. It was the part of me that was so selfish, I wasn't going to give Him what He wanted. He wanted all of me. And I wasn't giving it to Him. Just part. I gave Him what He wanted. My anger left me. What happened was I was mad at myself. I was angry at me for turning my back on Him. And now I think, God for helping me to get on the right road, the road that He wanted me on, not me. I'm looking forward to the journey that He wants me to be on. I want to thank God for His long suffering, for the leaders of RU, the stewards, the men here at the home. They've all been a part of my transformation. I thank them all.
I want to use Fred as a quick example. Fred's 70 years old, got one leg and he's deaf. What are your excuses that are keeping you from coming to the Lord? Is it, I'm old, I'm set in my ways? What is it that's keeping you from seeking Christ? What is it that's seeking you from finding that true freedom? What is it that's keeping you from giving your all to the Lord? Obviously, age doesn't matter. You know, you've got a 70-year-old and a 34-year-old come from both different ends of the country, but yet God is still faithful. Amen. Faithful. And so let's stand and give the Lord just a round of applause for His wonderful word. Amen.